Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of a cast of players, the Chronicles of Valtor. And our group of adventurers have found themselves massacring their way through a crypt, for a keep, and have now found below the kitchen a wine cellar, and below that a cavern that opens, where there is a faint glow of torchlight and a rope that descends downward. You can hear the sounds elsewhere within the keep of fighting as the rest of your mercenary group are dealing with potentially other bandits in there. As far as you can tell, they might be fighting amongst themselves. You don't know.
Probably Kelly.
Someone tried to steal their bacon.
You find yourselves here. Now you can hear that sound out into the main hall, through the door, out in the mess hall area that is just behind you, but in this kitchen bit, down in the cellar, Acacia has sent her cat there, and through its sight, as being a familiar, she has relayed this information of what you've seen.
Well, now that we're all sort of stood around and we know that there is this pit down there, I say, I'm just going to check the other room just in case that fighting's nearer than we can hear. And I quickly run round the corner and try that door.
The door opens. You see it enters into a small hallway. There's just a flat wall against the side here. Directly before you is a closed door, and the hallway leads off to the right, and that direction is where you hear the sounds of the fighting to the right. Beyond you is just this door, and then behind you is the mess hall.
Okay, I'll just, peering down the corridor, the hallway, I don't see anything.
You don't see anything. You can hear it like, sort of happening down further. The hallway moves down and curves round.
Okay, I'll just try the door immediately opposite me.
It opens. Inside, you see it's just a small room, single desk, sat in the middle, made of a dark wood. There's hundreds of grooves and ornamentations carved upon it. There's a lustrous red leather chair that faces towards the door. There's a large bookcase to the left. There's a lockbox on the desk made of brushed steel and an intricate locking mechanism on the front. There are notes.
Chest?
It's like a small lockbox.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
There's a small, this is like a small stack of papers and what appear to be ledgers on the desk as well.
I sort of look behind me, then look back out the door, up the hallway, make sure there's no one there.
Okay.
And then immediately go to the lockbox and attempt to open it.
You attempt to open it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless it's literally got a lock on it.
There is a small keyhole on the front.
Oh, okay. I remember that a key's been found, so I take that lockbox with me. It's not that big, is it?
No.
Okay, and then go through some of the ledgers, have a quick cursory look around.
Make an investigation check for me, please.
Okay.
Rolling it flat. Usually helpful.
So we're on 11, 12, 13.
Okay. You see that these are notes and ledgers. They amongst them are trading manifests, all stamped with various seals of industry, mercantile groups, the occasional stamp of the seal of the Kingdom of Nemos itself, both from Nemos as well as some of the Union. This appears to be information on the routes of these trading merchants. In addition, on the desk, you see that there is a book that is at odds with everything else here. It's a small black leather-bound book emblazoned with a set of runic symbols upon its front, titled A History of the Cahadral Protectorate by Zanus Shahar.
Yeah, that's very much Dorian's jam. I snapped that book up.
Could you make a history check for me, please?
Yes.
Roll it flat.
How does it keep happening? Oh, what? History's like one of my best things. Unfortunately, though, I only rolled a 6.
Okay, yeah. The name.
Actually, can I use my last?
You could.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Because my character is big into these. That's much better. That would be a 19.
It comes to you. Zana Shahar is the High Scholar of the Athenium, and she is the foremost mind on the ancient protectorate.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, I put that in my pack.
Okay, you just putting it straight in there?
Yeah, I'm not going to sit and read it now.
Sure.
It's pressing time. So yeah, okay, put that in my pack. Assuming that I'm comfortable, I've looked at everything. I then dash past through the door, past the hallway. Again, looking up the hallway, see if the fighting's gotten any closer. No sound.
No, it's still going on. It sounds like quite a quite an involved battle. Like they're not carving their way through bandits like you guys did.
Okay, so yeah, I'm leaving them to it. I'll come running back in through this room here and join everyone back in the kitchen.
All right. Are you going to keep anything to yourself? Are you going to reveal what you found?
I didn't find anything.
That's not you gotta tell. I know all things.
No, so I immediately say, I think these bandits we're going to be doing a number for quite some time. There's manifests there on all of the trading routes and the caravans. We've done a good service here. It's good work we've done today. And I look at the bodies that are on the floor. I did find this, and I pull out this box. Oh. And you have a little key, is that right?
Pardon me, I believe it might be our companion over there.
Could you pass me the box, please?
Did you pass me the key, eh?
How about you hold the box and I'll hold the key and we'll count on 3, see what happens. 3, 2, 1.
You open the lockbox. Inside there are 21 cylinders. Small silver cylinders. This is well known throughout the world of Valtor as what they call a stack. And a stack contains 10 gold pieces.
Oh, money!
Inside there are 210 gold pieces total.
My goodness.
Well, thank you very much. I take the box and then I look at you all with a big grin. Let's divvy this up properly, shall we? And then as I say that, I actually take out one of the coins because you gave me 2 and I flick it to you because you're the one that's not had that coin.
Thank you very much.
And then look at you so that the land has been established. And then, yeah, I'll divvy out these stacks evenly.
As evenly as you can, because 21 of them, there's going to be one spare.
Sure.
One for the cat.
I think that sounds fair. She's done a lot of work.
As long as we're doing it evenly enough and we don't share it with Armand, as he's requested, I feel like this extra work we've done probably would count as a bit of a bonus, don't you?
A finder's fee.
Yeah, listen, I don't know how you feel about it. Well, clearly I get a sense of your feeling, but I had no intention of not taking things if they're rightfully mine. Armand is a man of questionable honor anyway.
Yes.
And is after his own thing, isn't he? And I say that looking at Acacia again.
Okay, look. Yes, he is looking for something. I think there could be something down this cellar. I don't trust him anymore.
Very
Maybe
well.
we should go and have a look.
What is down the cellar, did you say?
You're in the kitchen at this point.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool. Could you all make a perception check for me, please?
I'm going to flatten that.
I haven't
Can I use my
rolled
inspiration?
above a 9 for
If
perception.
you really want to use inspiration on it, you can.
I rolled a 6.
I rolled a 6 too.
20.
20, cool.
11.
11. Okay, very good. You're all like discussing. You're relaying that in the wine cellar there is bits of mining equipment. There's a big rope that's tied to one of the huge wine barrels to act as an anchor, and it descends downwards, and that's where torchlight seems to be coming from. During all of this, none of you have noticed the small halfling lady stand next to you.
God damn it!
20?
Not even you.
Oh no.
I hate that halfling lady.
God.
Hi.
God, I thought you were dead.
No, I mean, look, I know you wish, or whatever, but I snuck away from Armand because he's a bit of an idiot. The others are having a bit of a struggle, a little bit of a struggle on the side there. You guys, you got lucky with the left. So I've snuck my way. I got past. I said, look, I'm going to check on you guys, so. Again, idiot believed me, so I sort of crawled through here. She points backwards. What's wrong with you? That's horrible. Don't get me wrong, we probably deserved it, but I mean, all I'm saying is I've got friends that could use the people that have the unscrupulous skills and morals that you lot have.
Well, look, we're Gregor's mighty mercenaries. Now, what kind of fee would come along with working with you?
Fee? The fee.
Bear with me.
We're what?
We can workshop the name. Let me talk to the strange bacon lady.
Shut the name.
I mean, look, you'll have to, answer to our... you'll have to answer to some mutual friends, shall we say.
Okay.
But they pay very well.
Well, that has me intrigued.
I mean, let's
Are you
put
being
it this-
serious?
Well, there's a coin at the end of it. We are ultimately mercenaries, right? That's what we do.
I mean, you are effectively mercenaries and you have just committed several murders.
Yeah, I mean, look at the state of this room. We better get paid.
Yeah.
We killed murderers. There's the difference.
Well, I mean, the eyes of the law, they would prefer it if you arrested them, although I suppose you are kind of doing this.
Not to arrest someone that tries to stick you with their sharp thing.
Clearly haven't tried very hard, but it's okay. I mean, Armand's not exactly doing this on the level as we know.
Exactly.
You're right, by the way. He is not to be trusted. None of them are, I'll have you know. They don't trust you one bit, by the way. They know you're up to something in here.
We don't necessarily trust you.
And that is probably the best decision you've made today.
Yeah, I'd think so.
But look, I've been completely upfront with you this entire time.
Okay.
Dorian laughs at that. Well, as you can see, we're doing just fine, so you can scuttle on back to Armand.
I could let him know where you are and what you found. Or I could come with you, keep an eye out, keep a guard out up here.
What do you mean, what have we found? We haven't found anything.
Could you make a insight check for me, please?
No, I can't. 5.
she looks at you dead in the eyes. Like, I literally saw you go into that room there and pull some stuff out, and I've overheard you talking about divvying up the share, and you're all congregated in a kitchen around an open trapdoor. So you found something, otherwise you'd be walking on back into the fight and doing what you lot do best. She again gestures to the gore and massacre out in the mess hall. So you found something and you just don't want to tell anyone about it, or you're hiding in here, and I don't think you're hiding, are you?
Well, after the massacre we put onto our enemies, that not to be dissuaded, could happen to you if you don't play your cards right. We were very...
Face drops at this point. It's like, I would really recommend against that, my love.
Okay, well, anyway, we found some wine because we were very thirsty. We were talking about divvying up the wine that was in the cellar. Now, I know Armand's got quite the taste for a good vintage. Now, why don't you run along and tell him that we found some wine and we'll be there momentarily with the goods.
I'll go tell Armand what you found. She
Okay.
gives you a little nod and walks out of the room.
Just before you go. Just as a...
Don't do it.
No.
Don't. Start.
Just as a friendly reminder that we are indeed friends. He's just going to pass her the spare stack as a parting gift.
Sure.
Oh,
Just
nice.
gives her a little wink. So just between you and us, yes?
I'm not going to say no to what you found. All I'm saying is there's a lot of these involved when it comes to our mutual friends.
Well, just a little thank you.
Tell you what, you go do what you want to do. I'm going to go and tell Armand what I found, what you found, some wine.
I'm starting to like you more and more,
Perhaps
Halfling.
we can have a little chat later about more of these.
Sounds good to me.
Of course, it's all dependent on what you find down in the wine cellar.
Hopefully lots of delicious wine.
Hopefully. Toodaloo. And she skips off down the hallway.
I find this very funny because as I see her walking away, I've noticed that my walking stick is still jammed in the door, and she just walks.
Yeah, she just goes straight under it, yeah.
Just, yes, my stick. Come on.
Yeah, she goes straight
Off
under
she
it.
goes.
Okay.
Dorian turns to everyone. She's not going back to him. She'll be on our tail the minute we're down there.
Yes, probably.
Yes, indeed.
We have to watch our back for her as much
Damn
as we
bacon
can.
demon.
Okay, so you're going to head into the cellar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Before we go into the cellar, everybody, this is something that I picked from outside in the garden, thanks to our man here. These are flash flowers. You don't need one of these. Your eyesight is magnificent. For you, sir, and for you. He sort of
Thank
puts
you.
them onto your stuff. And you sort of, as it comes out of the pack, it's like a whoop, like a glow from the pack. And it's sort of like a dim light to help us see in the dark. And also, you can have one of these. He picks out some weird looking fruit and sort of gives you each one of them. Chew it 7 times and gulp it down. No more, no less. And these will help us heal some of our wounds from our little encounter a second ago. It's marvelous stuff, marvelous. Nature provides once again.
Dorian goes to bite, then hesitates, and then looks at everyone else.
So
Take a bite.
Gideon will 1, 2, 3.
Can I save mine
so
for
on.
later?
If you want 5 hit points.
So it's 5 temporary hit points. So if you eat it later, so it doesn't heal you, it acts as ablative wounds.
Yes,
basically.
exactly.
Says the voice of God.
Thank you, conscience.
If
Great
you
decision again.
don't eat it now, it will basically be useless.
Yeah, I'm going to. I'll eat.
It is delicious. It is sharp and juicy. It's like passion fruit mixed with a bit of mango. It's really difficult not to eat more than 7 bites, but you'll listen to the wizened man who rummages and forages.
Wizened?
Do you prefer frail?
Wizened's fine.
It was dishevelled in the first episode.
Going on up.
Okay, so if you eat the fruit, you will all receive 5 temporary hit points. So basically, the first 5 points of damage you take, you can ignore. That doesn't go away. If you take like 4 damage, you still would have 1 hit point remaining temporary. You cannot eat the fruit again for the next 24 hours because it would be very, very bad for your constitution.
What do you think? It's very good, isn't it?
very tasty, actually.
Yes.
Yeah.
You need your strength for that. Hilarious. What is that whip you have? My goodness, I'd never seen anything like it. It's marvelous.
Dorian flicks his eye down to the whip, but you notice he looks away from you quite quickly afterwards. Doesn't actually acknowledge what you said at all, but carries on just walking down.
Very, very well. Sore topic.
Have you ever tried making wine out of this stuff?
I would heartily recommend you do not do that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
Yes.
leaving you to that conversation. I'm going to walk down the cellar.
So you're heading down into the cellar. Just you? You following? You going?
Yeah, no, all
Yeah,
go.
Yeah, we're going.
Flash flowers on.
Okay.
Night vision goggles.
Now, as we are walking, I then whisper, just in case frying bacon-loving ears around. I did find a book in the other room as well, and it was a book on the Cahadril, written by
Zanas Shahar.
exactly,
Where's it gone?
written by Zanas Shahar herself. Anyone that knows anything about the Cahadril knows that she is the authority on the Cahadril.
Can I take a look?
Well, maybe when we got some better light. But the point is the bandits knew. The bandits knew that whatever's down there is probably Cahadril, and they were probably trying to read about it themselves, which indicates to me that it's real. This could really be Cahadril. Dorian looks quite excited as he looks around.
So some serious loot is what you're telling me.
Money would be involved, for sure.
Majestic.
Assuming you are going to give it back to the right protectors.
Depends how much they're paying me. But yes, sure. Whoever's the right person in everyone's eyes.
Dorian sort of winces a little bit at that. Doesn't say anything else.
So you've descended into the cellar. Are you approaching the hole in the ground?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as you peer down the hole, you can see that it opens into the roof of a wide catacomb. Ooh. The floor of the cave is some 40 feet below you. It is wide enough to climb down into. There is dim torchlight below, not moving around, almost like just in one place, like very faint, like wind movements, but not like being moved like that. You do not hear any voices or movement other than the slow trickle of water and the faint smell of rotting flesh.
Oh. Can I put my goggles on Katie's cat? Can I put my goggles on your cat? They're night vision goggles.
It's a cat.
The cats can see in the dark, James.
Oh, of course. But if I don't know how dark it is, but like seriously dark, then they can have extra boost to their vision.
No,
torchlight
it doesn't
down
work
there.
like that.
So with that smell of rotting flesh, how badly wounded do these two look now? Because you're not touched, are you?
I'm okay, yeah.
I'm pretty good.
I'm
Do
I
you
could be
have
better.
wounds that are
yeah.
visible?
Yeah.
I'm quite hurt.
I will use my last remaining 2 first level slots. Dorian puts a hand on your shoulder and on yours. And again, this jade, like etheric energy, tingles throughout your body, and you get healed with, you beard, 7 plus, so 10 wounds.
Oh, nice. I'm fully
And
full.
for you,
Oh!
you get 8, 9, 10, 11 wounds back.
I'm fully juiced.
Oh, okay. That's
Absolutely.
quite useful because you're going to need it.
I don't have any first level spell slots.
Yeah, you do.
Because I used the other one was Thunderwave.
Of course, it was fun doing it. Well, are you going to descend down the rope?
Yes, please. Thank you, my boy. I feel absolutely revitalized.
Pleasure is mine.
Oh, yes.
Who's going first?
I'll go. Please, please let me go.
Yeah. Dorian stands aside.
You don't need to make any checks. It's you've climbed ropes before. It's not too difficult to sort of slide down it, especially with the fact it is attached very securely to the rack, the wine rack. And as you descend into the gloom of the cavern, dampness seeps into your nose and your throat, the air old and thick. And as you set foot on the rock, you can feel it slippery underfoot with rank vegetation and lichen covering the ground and the walls of the cave, the smell of decay stronger than before. The light you saw belongs to a small torch jammed into the ground, struggling to illuminate the area, but clearly enough to see the source of the stench. To your left, you can hear the light flow of water and bodies you can see floating in the gloom, lifelessly bobbing up and down, the soft squelch of the corpses as they slowly and occasionally knock into each other. The unfortunate souls of the village and the caravans unceremoniously dumped here out of sight of the main road and from the settlement itself. Some 50 feet to your right, you can make out the outline of a carved edifice of dark stone jutting from the side of the catacomb wall, a small set of stairs leading up to it, and a large door stands at the top, a complex series of panels, gears, and interlocking cogs wrought in bronze, forming the shape of a dragon, its claws clutching an hourglass, the construct split in half, the door behind it open. Before it stands 2 marble obelisks, both with a small orange gemstone embedded within their front. On the dragon itself, its eyes are alight with a soft orange glow. And through the gloom down in the doorway, you can hear a number of voices not too far from the entrance. I will not repeat that every time each one of you goes down there.
What do I see?
You see nothing because you're old. Oh no, cataracts. So that is what you all see as you descend into the gloom. Ooh. As I say,
Can I see if I can ascertain from the design if this door is potentially cadral?
make
or if I
a
can-
history check for me, please.
Finally. Okay, 14, 15, 16, 17.
The marble obelisks just before it is 100% like Cahadril in form and shape. The construct itself, with its gears and cogs, the Cahadril weren't known for their engineering prowess. They were extraordinarily magical. However, the client races, as it were, of the Neelan, so the dwarves, the gnomes, and the halflings, are studious of the engineering art. So this could have been built by them. It's well known.
After the fact.
Well, potentially, it is well known that the Protectorate was so called because of the protection that it gave to the other kingdoms and races of the world before their unfortunate disappearance. So it could have been built at that time. It's made of bronze, so it's pretty hard wearing, and also generally these things tend to have magic coursing through their systems, so it's hard to tell how old it is precisely.
Can I go up and investigate the door and see if I find any runes or markings that might give any indication?
Yeah. You put 2 and 2 together. There's 2 orange gemstones in the obelisk. There's 2 orange eyes alight on the dragon. The cogs are all wound up. The hourglass is off to one side. The door is open. That's kind of it. Like you can tell that this is just a mechanical system. There is definitely magic that runs through it, but there's no like runes or indication of specifics.
Can I investigate the torch that's embedded in the ground to see how long it's been there for?
Go for it.
Oh. It's 7.
Yeah, you couldn't tell how long the torch has left or how long it's been burning, but that a torch generally tends to last for about an hour, and this one is a light.
Okay, cool. So potentially, like, we're an hour ahead of someone.
I mean, as I say, you can hear you two are up at the stairs near the dragon door. You can hear voices deep inside the gloom.
Yeah, they're human voices, I'm assuming.
Make a perception check for me, please.
That is... Where are you? 16.
You can hear muttering, what sounds like arguing, and you can make out little snippets of the conversation. The first is female, but it sounds distorted, as if it's being spoken through like a thick panel of glass. The second one is gruff and weary, but much clearer and more present. And this is what you can hear. Progress has been slow. I'm sending someone to assist you.
We don't need anyone's help.
My dear Lorik, you truly do. They should be with you shortly, and they will be my hand whilst there.
I'm not taking any orders from your lot. We found the vault, we found the keys to open it, we'll get this thing out.
Brave behind ascending, aren't we, Lorik? Well, allow me to remind you of your place. I take my orders from our mutual friends. My agents take their orders from me, and you will take orders from them, just as your men take orders from you. That is the pecking order. Or do you suffer your fellows talking back so lightly? What would you do in the face of such insubordination? Perhaps you should air your grievances with me in person.
That won't be necessary.
I thought not. So we have an understanding. You'll bring the orb to me. You can continue to reap the benefits of the trade road until you see fit.
I understand, my lady.
Good lad. Isn't it nice to be on the same page again? Await my agent's arrival, and I'll expect an update on the morrow. Don't look so glum, my dear. This is the way of things. It's just simply your lot in it. You hear a faint whoosh as magical energy dissipates lightly in the distance.
Yeah, both. When
Can I hear all this
Both
too?
hear
Okay.
this.
Yeah. So
Well, make a perception check, actually.
14.
You do hear the snippets of the conversation.
yeah, Dorian would have locked eyes with Acacia when orb was mentioned as well.
Yeah.
And we've obviously both recognised we both had the same thing. Then I'll look over my shoulder and wave the others. Wave you over.
Sort of nodding.
We'll head to your general direction.
As I'm walking along, do I see anything interesting that I can forage on the ground in this gloomy cave?
I mean, it's moss and lichen.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
nothing,
worth a look, isn't it?
nothing too pleasant. Nothing too pleasant. Okay, what would you like to do?
Well, when you come over, I'll say there was some talk over there. It's clearly a woman that's in charge of this man named Lorik. He is trying to recover something which I would say is most definitely a Cahadral artifact. An orb was mentioned.
How many do you reckon are in there? Just the 1, 2?
I
Or
only
was there any
heard
more?
I only heard 2
Two
voices,
voices.
and she's gone.
She's gone?
Well, I think maybe she was a projection.
Interesting.
So she sounded a bit distant, and she did mention brave behind ascending, which is a form of magic used to communicate over long distances. You would know that.
If there's only 2, perhaps we should have a look and see what this orb is all about.
Indeed. I walk through the gate,
I'll follow.
Okay.
the door. I do have my weapons ready.
Sure.
As we walk through, so these things here,
Yep.
are they somehow linked to the eyes of the dragon?
The eyes of the dragon are glowing orange, and there are 2 orange gemstones in the obelisk's glowing orange.
Right. And there's like a gate. How
Yes.
far away from those?
So the gate itself, with your imagination, is basically here. There's a small set of steps leading up, and it's effectively here. So it's not far.
Right.
Maybe 15, 20 feet.
Okay. Just thinking about covering our backs. Wonder if we take out the things in the thing.
Oh yeah.
It is also our only
Does
means
feel a
of
little bit like we
escape.
get shut in. Maybe ignore that.
But they are very shiny.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah. Speaking of which, look back into the gloom and at the rope and sort of the trail behind us. Do I see anything small that stinks of
I'll
bacon?
tell you what, make a perception check for
I
me.
mean, with all that bacon, I should just use my nose.
Make a perception check for me.
10.
You don't see anything.
Well, perhaps your feline companion could keep an eye out for us whilst we go in.
I'll tell her to stay here.
That was strange, but very good.
I guess we're going in then, lads.
Yeah.
And lady.
Thank you.
As you cross the threshold, you come to a single hallway, some 80 foot long, that heads further deep into the earth. A short while down, lights slowly begin to push their way through the gloom. You can hear that faint muttering and mumbling getting louder.
I'm just going to snuff out my flash flower.
Yeah, just crumple it to the ground.
You always have a flash flower.
I,
Not using mine, I've got my goggles
snuff
on.
out my flash flower. Not so flashy
will still give it
anymore.
one.
Oh, I didn't think I turned mine on. I'll snuffle him out then if I did. Put my goggles on.
So you two can see 60 feet with the dark vision. You two are currently, you're not like blind, but it is, other than the gloom of light down here, you don't have much vision, and what you can see is basically just by a single torchlight.
There's not really much talking from them at the moment, is
You
there?
can just hear muttering, like you can hear they're sort of cursing at this benefactor of theirs. You can hear the voice of this Lorik basically telling them, right, we're gonna get this orb and then we can get back to what we do best. Don't know what she wants with it, I don't care, but we've got to figure out how to get it down.
I'll carry on walking.
Keep going.
Just going to carefully place my walking stick up against the wall.
Could you all make a stealth check for me, please?
Oh,
Can I use my inspiration? Oh.
If you want to.
Yep.
I used mine.
Um,
It's the same.
18.
18,
11.
11,
20.
20.
7.
Imagine I'm holding back a bit because I've got the range.
Like as some of you begin, like you move to like let the walking stick go against the wall. Quickly, you sort of catch it and place it. As you're taking a step forward, you can see that there's. You begin to see slight cracks in the ground, and Gregor sort of grabs you. He's like, "Just watch out for the cracks." Fortunately, the two of you with dark vision are able to guide the rest of you blind people with
Make a human chain.
down
Hold
the
hands.
Now, your stealthy approach will only last for so long before you enter the light that is given out by the torch itself. So you can probably head down another 10, 15 feet before you would be visible to people that were staring down the hallway. However, from what you can see is they're all preoccupied around this central orb. Basically floating in the center, you can see at this stage, there is a bronze orb suspended in the air, encased in glass. Thin wisps of silver energy swirl around the orb, emanating from 4 spires around the room. They are very preoccupied with what that orb is and how to get it down.
What can I tell about the orb based on my previous history and knowledge?
It's too far away.
Okay.
Should we keep walking?
Do they just have the one torch?
There is one guy with a torch, yes, basically holding it up to.
That's their only source of light.
Well, the orb and the light is giving, these thin wisps are giving off light as well, but that's sort of the main source of light. If that was to be snuffed out, you would surmise that there would be enough light to see what was going on, but it wouldn't like plunge the room into darkness if you were to snuff out the torch somehow.
Is it quite clear that this group and Lorik is they're part of the bandit group holding
Yes.
the key?
Yeah, again, very disparate looking, although you can sort of tell that this almost seems to be like a bit of an inner circle type thing.
Yeah. This is the brains behind the operation. I turn to everyone, pull my mask down, and make it very clear that I'm about to lead with my rapier.
Okay. I'll unsheath my eggs.
Getting the gun out.
Take out my daggers.
If you step forward about another 10 feet, you will be visible should any of them turn around. Do you enter the dim light of the torch?
Yes.
Shoot his hand off.
I will.
I can see the cogs whirring and it scares me.
I will turn to each of you and just nod, and I'll run towards them.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what I thought.
Since you're running, to cover your approach, can I try and shoot the torch hand?
Okay.
Oh, you want to shoot their torch?
Yeah, so the torch guy can't move with the light. So then the light is only by the thing. To
Alright.
cover the rest of our approach in some darkness.
As I'll sprint off directly after you, but as I look at you raising your arm, I say, "May your aim be true," and that will be my last bardic inspiration
Okay.
for you.
Okay.
I'll also lob a dagger.
We're going to need to roll initiative then, because we want to do stuff. We've not even done combat yet. So initiative.
Oh, it bounced from a 20 to a 2!
I have a 20.
14.
5.
14.
10 for me.
Oh,
10.
man.
You can switch with someone.
Okay.
Oh, that's true.
So Gideon on 5, or are you going to swap with someone?
Would anyone mind if I swap with them?
What are our initiatives?
You rolled a 14.
Yes.
So currently, it would be in terms of what you don't know what the bandits are doing yet at this stage, because battle hasn't been joined. You're all just basically vying to get the first kill. At the moment, it's Acacia, then Gregor, then Dorian, then Gideon.
Well, as the order in which we all proposed actions, you can switch with me.
Excellent.
So
Oh, sorry. Very good. Agreed. I thought you were telling me you must do this.
Okay. So Gideon, then Gregor, then Dorian, then Acacia. Please proceed.
I will run. So are we? Is that where we've ended up?
Moved a little bit
Are we
further.
You've moved a little bit
Here?
further down. Yeah, you're
we're
you're
about-
roughly about there. Yeah.
Okay, right. If you could move me as far as I can go, which I believe is 10 squares roughly.
It's 6 squares.
6.
Each of those tiles is 4 squares.
So
Okay.
A full length would put you to about there.
Okay. I will throw my axe into the back of the one with the torch.
Okay, you are. Is that within 4 squares there?
I think so.
Yes.
Okay, so you may make it at a normal attack. You do not get to recklessly attack because it is specifically for melee.
I do have inspiration.
You have bardic inspiration, but you've used your human inspiration.
So you can add,
You can add
a
D6
D6
to the roll.
your roll, but you can decide to
You can
add
do
it
it
afterwards.
Oh, okay. I don't need it. Okay. So that's
You do add 5.
yes, 18.
That is a hit.
Yes. 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 points.
You don't add rage because it's not melee.
10.
10 points of damage. Okay, so you do hit one of the torchbearer in the back. At that point, they're all just like, to arms! And start drawing their swords. With that, the man who calls that out, Lorik,
Oh no.
clearly on edge anyway,
Oh,
steps forward to engage with you.
I need my axe back.
Bang! Comes in with a shield bash against you, which, what is your armor class?
13.
It's a hit, and then chung chung, 2 sword strokes. 1 hit, 1 miss. So you take 1 point of bludgeoning damage. You're not
Okay.
raging yet. The sword, you take 5 points of slashing damage, and from the shield bash, I need you to make a athletics check to avoid being knocked prone.
18.
You hold firm as he tries to smash you to the floor, but you do end up taking a total of 7 points of damage from your overall health.
Okay. Oh, does the guy hit topple with the force of my
You
flung
haven't
axe?
hit him in melee.
I did.
You did not. We come to Gregor.
Right, I've also had the same idea, so I'm going to try and shoot. I'm aiming with my bardic inspiration at the guy and his torch hand, essential arm, just to see if I can blow his arm off. Well, that's 16.
That will be at disadvantage because you are shooting through. Oh, no, you have dark vision. You're fine. Okay.
Hey.
That is a hit.
It's a hit. The damage is 5.
5 points of damage, yeah. bang, crack into him. It's not quite where you wanted the shot to go. He drops the torch to the floor, but it's still like it's lighting up the room.
Yeah. So does that make this back bit of the corridor sort of stealthy?
You're sort of in darkness at that point. So light has is 60 feet, 30 feet of bright light, 30 feet of dim light. So basically where Dorian is in dim light. Cool. The two of you are in shadow at this point.
Hoping Stealthy McGee
but
has
I mean,
advantage.
You have just gone bang! So there's a big orange flash
They know where I am.
lighting up the area. We come to Dorian, unless there's anything else you want to do?
No, I'm gonna stay in the shadowy bit.
Okay, we come to Dorian.
Okay, I think light is a bonus action.
Light is a full action.
The full action? Then that's fine, I won't cast that. Dorian continues...
You can see the area though with all the light that's going on.
All right, Dorian continues his charge, seeing that the axe just hit this one in the back, and then Lorik himself has come down and struck you. Again, I skid right to your side and say, do you need a hand? And try and drive the rapier through this oaf.
Ooh!
It's got some extra spice on it. That will be a 20.
Okay, that's a hit.
Okay, D8 plus 2. That's 6 points of damage.
This is into Lorik, yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
The whip then cracks out whoosh, and tries to entangle his legs.
No?
No.
Okay, very good. Anything else? Anything else that you want to do?
Really whip.
There isn't anything I can do with a bonus action at this time, I don't think, so no.
Okay. The thugs themselves. They step forward. This one picks up his torch and moves forward to here to assist. This one coming in as well. Big. This one steps up here and unsheaves a crossbow, and this one moves around to support his captain, but cannot quite get in range. The one with the crossbow takes a shot down into the gloom where the flash came from. That will be a miss. The two that have charged into you, Gregor. Not Gregor, Gideon. I will get it right eventually. Oh no! Surprise! They were in the walls. The first one, it misses you both times. The second one hits you no times. Oh my god! Yeah, they've just seen this old man come in, throw an axe, and go, what the? We come then to Acacia.
I'm going to move forward as far as I can. Down here. I'm going to use my mage hand to retrieve Gregor. No, I'm doing it now. Gideon battle
Kell,
axe.
lovely to meet you.
Okay.
Turn it to him.
Yeah, mage hand can carry it. So how far does mage hand move?
30.
Okay. So one, two.
Where is it landed?
It's roughly here. It's clattered
So
down
it'd
to
be
the floor.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squares.
You measure in diagonals. So you can pick it up and you can basically float it next to Gideon, but it will take his action to either pick it up or be past it. So he won't be able to use it straight away, but you can give it back to him. Unless someone wrenches the axe. But it is now his turn, unless there's anything else you want to do.
Can I do a bonus action?
You can do a bonus
I
action.
will hide.
You
Can I hide?
You can attempt to hide in the lit hallway.
Is it not gonna work? Okay,
No.
that's fine.
Gideon, this axe is just now.
I'm presuming I have no idea why my axe is floating right now.
You can see the hand. It is like a spectral hand.
You know
Would I
that.
know
you
where
know,
it's come
you know
from?
I've got a hand. 'cause
Oh,
I've used
really?
it.
I've seen her do it.
Oh, okay,
She did
brilliant.
the puzzle.
So in that case, I'm going to snatch it out the air before anyone else sees it and just sort of look behind me to you hiding in the light and sort of nod and then ready myself, because that's a full action, right?
It will be full action to take the axe.
I will
and
posture aggressively once again.
Do you want to rage?
Yes!
Might be wise.
I think I did whilst I was axeless.
Okay, very
Yes.
good. We come then to Gregor.
There's always
No,
somebody.
we don't come to the captain. Forgive me.
no, okay.
Lorik swings
I'll
his
hold that
mighty
thought.
sword. Forgive me, everyone. I'm looking at the wrong part of my sheet. Right, he's going to shield bash you, Dorian.
Okay.
That is a hit. You take 6 points of bludgeoning damage. Could you make a Constitution saving throw, please? And the 2 attacks on you, Gideon. 1 hits for 9 points of slashing damage.
9?
But you are raging now, so
yes.
it halves down to 5.
Very good.
Uh,
I took
Constitution-
7 last time, right? I think I took 7.
You took 7 last time, yeah.
Constitution's just my con bonus, yeah?
Con bonus, yeah.
13.
13. You do pass.
Okay.
So you're not knocked prone. But that is his turn. At this, he smashes out sword swings, like great gashes against you there, Gideon, and a smash into you, Dorian. And he just goes, "How did you get past that bunch of idiots up there?" And then we come down to Gregor.
There's always a clown with a crossbow. I'll use one of my luck rerolls. Sure.
You've got bardic in. Oh no, but you wouldn't.
I was
use
going to say
one.
a 16.
Into crossbow man, that is a hit.
Yes.
The damage is yes, that's the correct one.
Eaten.
Yeah, no, this fella. A 4.
A 4, okay. He takes
His
a
attention.
gunshot to the face, but he is still standing. We come then to Dorian.
Right, having just smashed with the shield, but I somehow managed to keep my feet under me. The whip cracks him under the chin, and then as the chin's exposed, I try and open up his neck with the rapier, which hits, I think, on an 18.
It does indeed hit.
Oh, sorry, a 17.
It does indeed hit.
Okay.
Caloric, yeah?
Yes, that is 4 points of damage.
Okay.
And then the whip, that will be an 18 this time.
There's also a hit.
And then that will be 3 points of damage.
Okay. So stab, whip. So he takes these blows, slashes out across him, sort of cutting into arms and stabbing into chinks in the armor. We then come to the thugs themselves. Another crossbow, bang, into you, Gregor. That is a critical hit! Oh no! Welcome to Pain Town. Population U. You take 16 points of piercing damage. Oh, I'm afraid critical's working in the same way against you.
Good job I had that fruit.
Remember, 7 chews, no more, no less.
Attacks into you, Gideon. The first one, that is a miss. The second one is a hit for a total of, he's got a short sword for a total of 4 points, but halved down to 2 points of piercing damage into you. We then come to Acacia.
Happily seeing that you've been rearmed and feeling much more comfortable being next to you now, I'm going to step forward. Oh, can I reach in that? I can't see.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. So the bases are slightly larger than the squares.
Okay, so I'm going to attack the guy with the torch.
Yes, I understand.
Yeah, need to murder him, please.
I mean, do you
You should light him up.
two?
No, I do need to murder him. It's actually a 23.
Oh, that's a hit.
Yep, I'm going to sneak attack as well.
Yep, you are allowed to.
So that will be 4 plus 2.
Okay, so 6 points so far on Torch Boy, yeah.
And then with my offhand, I hit. It's
Yep.
a 20. or
Sure.
something.
Just a 1, so you've done 8 points of damage so far. He is still standing, but he is not looking good.
Murder.
We come back. Do you want to do anything else?
Can I disengage?
So now, as a bonus action, as a rogue at level 2, you are able to use your cunning action to disengage, so no one can stab you back.
I'm going to float back here behind you guys.
Very cool. Gideon Kell, you may now unleash your X.
Oh, wonderful.
You should ask them a question.
Oh, maybe I will. So, Mr. Big Fella, the boss, he's looking pretty good, isn't he?
He's looking relatively healthy. He's taken some licks, but he's still going.
Okay, well, just to lessen the load on everyone, I'm actually going to turn my attention to the thugs next to me there. You've done some damage to Mr. Torchman, so I'm going to attempt to finish him off.
Do you have a
Oh no!
bardic inspiration you can use if you roll?
Right, I'm going to use my bardic inspiration.
What did you roll?
16.
That is a hit.
Oh, never mind. I'll keep that for later.
Okay, so D10 plus 5.
Right, so let's see if we can attach him to the wall. Well,
Is this on?
Was that a 10?
yes, 15 points of damage.
Please describe what happens to Torchman.
Yes, as I explained, wanting to start getting rid of some of these goons, I smash him directly in the chest and pin him to the wall, removing all of the life force from his chest, and then wrench it free, ready for the next attack.
Please take your prize.
I will.
You stole my kill.
Huh?
There you go.
Oh no, you can. I mean, we'll share it. You can go there.
We come to Gregor.
Very well. I'm going to. Is it the captain now?
Isn't it the captain?
It is the captain, yes. Shield bash.
I'll go again.
Right, so shield bash into Gideon now. That will be that is a hit. Could you make a Constitution saving throw for me, please? You do take 3 points of bludgeoning damage after the resistance, and you are knocked prone.
Oh no!
Advantage because you are raging, and it is an athletics check. You still fail.
Oh no!
I'm down.
As you've cleaved into the man wielding the torch, you are just cracked round the side. So you take 3 points of damage and you are knocked prone. Seeing that, he plunges the sword down into you and then rips it out and slashes it at you, Dorian. So into you whilst you're on the ground. That is a hit, and you take 6 points of slashing damage, but halved, so 3 points. Okay. And then into you, Dorian. That is a critical hit, I'm afraid.
And I can't do Blade Ward as a reaction.
Do you have it as a spell?
I do, actually. It's a cantrip.
Do you have it?
I do,
Okay,
yeah.
then
But it says 1 action to do it.
No, it's a reaction. It's better in the playtest, and that's what we're
Oh,
using.
okay, because I was thinking, how could...
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically, so Blade Ward in the playtest version, you can, as a reaction, just go one attack that's targeted, that's targeted.
I will
disadvantage.
absolutely use Blade Ward. It's one of my known cantrips.
It turns that crit into a hit. It's still a hit, but it is no longer a crit. And it's only 4 points of slashing damage as opposed to the mighty 12 it would have been.
So I can just do that as a reaction.
Remember, you get 1 reaction
Yeah.
until it comes back round to your turn, and that will prevent you from making attacks of opportunity.
That's fine. Okay.
But you can do that as a reaction.
Okay.
So
4
I didn't
points of
realise you
damage
had
there.
Blade Ward, otherwise I would have mentioned
Yes,
you
I
could
do
use it.
have Blade Ward.
Okay. We come then to Gregor this time.
Oh, I need to deal with this crossbow guy. Hup. That will be a 12?
12 total.
Yes.
On to Crossbow Man.
Yeah, could I use my bardic inspiration here?
You can.
So that's adding...
That will be a miss
unless
with
I
a,
do...
with a 12.
Oh, sorry, if I do the bardic, I add d6?
You do add d6.
That's a 5.
That is a
That's
hit.
Yay! The damage is 7.
7. Okay, he's not looking great, but he's still standing.
Oh no. I'm gonna head towards my compatriots because I want to be within syringe range if I need to help people out.
I understand. We come then to Dorian.
Okay, so as you've just appeared behind me, I've just been cut and I'm like bleeding quite heavily. The mask is all bloodied. I now have another question, unfortunately.
That's okay.
How does True Strike work differently from this book
It does,
as well?
yes. So what you do with True Strike is, as an action, you may make 1 magic attack with a weapon. You can use your charisma modifier instead of dexterity. If you hit, you add an addition. It becomes radiant damage, and at high levels, you add extra damage. So at this point, it would just enable you to hit and damage better because you'd be using charisma rather than dexterity.
Okay.
But you will not be able to make your offhand attack.
Sure, I understand. I feel at this point, though, this is what I would do. So the rapier, the mask suddenly lets out this huge howl, and it's got like a banshee wail, almost, you know, like a banshee wail expression on it. Lets out this piercing scream, and then the rapier seems to glow as it drives right into the chest. I will do True Strike, because that's one of my other cantrips.
Yep.
So get my charisma modifier, so 12, 13, 14.
That is a miss, I'm afraid.
Right, there's nothing I can do.
Okay.
He parries.
Does indeed parry it. We come then to the thugs. So the one that is now free to step into the gap does so. They just start wailing on you, Gideon.
Oh no.
The first one is a hit. The second one is also a hit. So you take from the man with the cudgel 4 points of bludgeoning damage down to 2, and the one with the short sword 3 points of damage down to 2 because of your resistance. So you take 4 total.
Not looking good.
Crossbow man, bang! Into, I don't know why crossbows make a bang sound, but it's more like a clunk sound. What's your armor class?
15.
That is a hit, I'm afraid. And you take a total of 3 points of piercing damage.
I'm still alive!
We come to Acacia.
Feeling quite good at this point. I've gotten to this point in the battle and I've not been injured. So I'm going to come round standing next to...
The gap would be
and
closed.
attempt to stab up into the chin of the man.
The fresh one?
Yes.
Okay.
That'll be a 14.
That is a hit on him.
Okay.
Yes.
My damage. So that's 7. I will sneak attack as well.
Yep.
9.
9, okay.
And then the offhand dagger will come up and then into the side of his neck. 17.
That is a hit.
An additional 3 damage.
An additional 3 damage. Okay, a palpable couple of blows. He's not looking great either at this point. He's stepped in. He's tried to hit you around the noggin whilst you're on the floor, and then he's just been shanked by a small girl.
Stab, stab, stab.
Not going well for him. Anything else?
Can I disengage?
Disengage, yeah.
Yep. Right behind these guys. I like this power.
Come round to Gideon.
Am I on the floor?
You are. It will take half your movement to stand up, but there's no other detriment.
I will spend half my movement to stand up.
Yep.
Says Gideon. Can I attack now?
Yeah.
As I get to my feet, I think I am going to go for the boss man.
Okay.
This time.
Sure.
So I'm going to cleave him in the back of the shoulder.
Okay.
Bum.
With advantage, because you're going to recklessly attack, I presume?
Yes, exactly. I must stop forgetting that.
Hey! Good grief.
Yes!
That's what you get for knocking me down!
I mean, for reference, he also fails his topple check. So you've critically hit him
Because
for
I've cut his legs off. That's why.
D10 plus 15.
My goodness.
That's 21 points of damage.
He was not expecting that. He takes a huge blow to the knee. You can almost hear the bone go backwards as it cuts in, and as you wrench it out, you just bring bits of metal armor with the axe blow, and he just crumples to the floor. As he's down, he's like not quite sure what to do at this. He swings out at you as he goes. He will be making these at disadvantage now because he is prone before he stands up. So miss. One hits you, and then he can't shield bash. He can't get the momentum, the oomph. But the sword does do 6 points down to 3 onto you, Gideon. And then he pulls himself up, limping from this horrible blow. We come to Gregor.
Oh, I really need to finish off Captain Crossbow.
You do.
A 20.
That's a hit.
Oh, yes. Not
Kill him.
Yeah.
That's a hit.
The damage. Yep. Oh, it's 3.
3. He's still standing, I'm afraid.
Come on!
He's got bang, bang.
Why won't you
Starts
die?
reloading it, but he's still standing. We come to Dorian.
Yeah, with my blade parried aside, the whip is sort of spasming in his hands, and it looks like it's almost in its death throes. Dorian looks really badly wounded. Then all of a sudden it takes a life of itself, coils itself around this Loric's neck, and that gives the opportunity to stab this person through the heart. That is a 19.
That is a hit.
Ooh.
D8 plus 2. 5.
5 points damage, okay.
And then the whip,
Yep.
as it begins to tighten around his neck, that's an 18.
That's a hit.
Another D4 damage, another 3 points of
Another 3
damage.
points, okay,
At which point he topples over dead.
He's
I
not
will
looking
claim that
great, but
prize.
he's not looking great, but he is still standing. We come then to the banditos. Crossbow into Gregor! No! That is a hit!
Oh no!
You do take 3 points of damage because of his dex.
Oh, I pass out.
Oh, you are down. Okay,
I'm
okay,
down.
all right, okay, that's fine. That's fine.
It's not fine. I can't use my adrenal
You can't leave me to take them on my own.
Fine.
Yes.
We then come to the 2 on you, Gideon. Attack the first. They both miss. Attack the second. They both miss even with advantage.
Oh, go for that.
Oh my god. Fine. We come to Acacia.
I need to start finishing off some of these thugs because apparently no one else can. So I'm going to come back round and try and finish this one guy, so at least maybe he can stop attacking Gideon.
That'd be good. Poor Gideon.
I roll 18.
That's a hit.
Okay. That will be 7. And I will sneak attack.
Yep.
Which is an additional 3, so 10 total.
10 total. He's still standing. He's not looking good.
It's fine. I'm going to offhand dagger him. I'm going to attempt to get it in his eye.
What?
I rolled an 8.
An 8. That is a
I missed his
miss.
eye.
That is a miss. That is.
Can I disengage now to keep myself healthy?
Yeah, you can indeed disengage.
Good luck, guys.
We come round to Gideon.
Oh my goodness. Right, so I'm deflecting these blows off, which have luckily, I'm looking rough.
Yes,
right,
you and me
I'm
both,
taking a
mate,
lot of
to be
damage.
honest.
Oh man, I am going to, who's looking the most dead?
All 4 of them are looking a little bit worse for wear. The bald man with the sword planted into the ground is probably looking the healthiest of the 4.
Right, okay, so Boss Man's looking pretty rough.
He's not looking great.
He's on the floor.
No, he did pick himself up.
Right. Okay. In an attempt to try and break the morale of the group, I am going to bellow a guttural roar as I bring my axe with both hands down upon his head, try and finish him off. Farts. So I've got, hang on, 13.
Got bardic inspiration.
Don't use your bardic inspiration.
Oh, add a
Extra
D6 to
D6.
Again, that familiar feeling
Yeah.
that you bestowed upon me. That is 17.
Oh.
It's a hit.
There it is. Come on now. Oh, it's the Big 10, baby! Yes! The 15 points of damage.
You bring your axe down onto my trunk.
Do you have any idea who you've been messing with now?
But please describe what happens after he finishes this glare, this look of venom into your face.
As he makes that inspiring speech to his men, I'll just rend the axe from his chest and just allow him to topple down to the ground and just look at the other two very aggressively, posturing aggressively.
Please take your prize.
Yes!
Now, no more.
Thank goodness.
We come to Gregor. A death saving throw, please.
7?
It is one fail, 2 more, and you are dead forever.
Uh-oh.
Come to Dorian.
Yeah, with that, was you release the axe from his body, and he says that the whip continues to coil around his neck, choking out any last words that you would have. Obviously, you've killed him anyway.
Just making sure of it.
The whip then suddenly releases itself free, cracks the one with the swords down in the ground, and then I stick my sword directly through his neck. Another banshee wail erupting from the mask. So that will be a 16.
That is a hit.
Okay.
And this is into which one, sorry?
The one in the middle with the
one in the middle?
swords,
Okay.
Yeah. He takes 5 points of damage.
5 points of damage,
And then the
okay.
whip, that will be a 15.
That is a hit on him.
Okay.
Ooh.
And he takes a further only 1 point of damage.
Only 1 point of damage. Okay, so he's still looking relatively healthy comparatively to everyone else. Okay, could you make a perception check for me, please?
Oh.
17.
17. Okay. You see a spider crawling along the wall alongside you. Like you see it out the corner of your eye. It's not a small spider, it's quite a big one. It's not your turn yet, but you do see it as it drops down next to Gregor. Shuffles over and emerging from the wild shape appears Kelly.
God!
She looks down and she looks at them. I knew you lot could have done it without me. And she casts Cure Wounds.
Crazy.
You heal for 7 points of health.
Hey!
You're able to stand back up on your next turn, but the thugs will get to fight first. Seeing this, the guy with the crossbow just goes, "Oh, absolutely not!" Bang! Shoots at Kelly for a miss. The 2 into you, Gideon. Attack the first for a hit, and attack the second for a hit.
I'm down.
Are you down? Down. Okay, down you go.
Oh, drop me.
Okay, we then come to Acacia. You have seen Kelly arrive.
I still don't trust Kelly.
She's gone up in my estimation.
However, there is still a problem that needs to be dealt with. I'm going to deal with Kelly later.
Okay.
I'm going to step over Gideon's
Yep.
damaged body.
Yep.
I'm there.
Yeah.
Attempt to finally do the killing blow on this guy.
Okay, you can attempt.
Well, that would be an 11.
That is a miss, I'm afraid.
My offhand dagger will be a 17.
That is a hit, but I'm afraid you will not be able to sneak attack because Gideon is down.
5. I roll a 4 on the damage.
4 on the damage. Please describe what happens to him. He had exactly 4 hit points left.
Finally! So he's just absolutely covered in scratches at this point. Death by 1,000 cuts being incredibly true. You get to do the thing I've been wanting to for so long. I just kneel down Slice the back of his knees.
Oh, your hamstring? Horrible way to go. He's just bleeding out.
He finally bleeds to death.
Poor guy. Poor guy. All right, please take your prize and then have a think about your life.
Can I disengage and just go stand menacingly next to Kelly?
You
So I
can,
don't
sure.
trust her,
Yeah, go for it.
alone with Gregor.
Gideon, I would like a death saving throw from you, please.
I would like to pass it.
You do pass.
Oh, good. A 10's a pass?
I believe so. It is.
Marvelous.
It is in this combat. If it becomes relevant later, we will retroactively kill you.
Okay.
One success for you. We come then to Gregor. So you feel this surge of energy flow through you. It's almost like you're basking on a beach somewhere. Someone's just brought you a glass of delicious cocktail, and you've got a platter of food, and then you look up and you can just smell bacon. And she's like, "Oh yeah."
Oh God! But was that you doing the healing magic? Oh well, thank you very much. All the bacon you can eat. Anyway, I have a job to do, so I hop back onto my feet and immediately run over to Gideon and say, "Terribly sorry, old chap. This might sting, but it's time for the old 1-2." Jab you with my adrenal gland.
Poor bruised old legs. D8 plus your intelligence.
7
Oh,
plus.
nice.
That'll be 10.
You are back up with 10 hit points remaining. We come to Dorian.
You've just jabbed him with this huge syringe. Dorian, actually, having just, this Lorik now dead before him, will cartwheel and land over the Gideon. There we go.
Hello.
And as he lands, the face now has become this horrible, leaning, demonic visage, and the whip is like writhing, going, and it's like it's slashing across all of the cavernous walls, all of the brick walls. As this flurry is then suddenly hidden, the rapier comes through and gets him right through the voice box. Oh, goodbye. That is a 16.
It is a hit.
That is 3 points of damage.
3 points of damage, okay. He
And
is still trucking.
the whip, as it eviscerates around everywhere, no misses.
No,
unfortunately.
okay, fine.
That's because it's hitting everywhere else.
Yeah, it's messed up. So, seeing you get up, jab Gideon, he's like, Kelly looks around and just goes, well, my job here is done. I think I'll see you all in a bit then. And she clicks her fingers in front of her and she into a spider again and crawls along the wall here, emerging on this side, scuttling up towards the orb.
Oh, surprise, surprise.
Comes out and you hear her whisper, boom. The lights go down. The shimmering streams of energy disappear. The orb drops to the pedestal. The glass orb around it, like it doesn't drop, it slowly lowers, hits the top, and shatters. And a small bronze orb inlaid with a blue light. Now you can see it clearly throughout the frosty glass. She takes that, chucks it up in the air, but that is her turn for now. We come to...
That's not okay. That's not okay.
The thugs. One cleaving into you, down whilst you're on the floor still, Gideon. He takes his... He does hit.
Hitting me.
He does hit you, and you take 6 points of damage. You're not halving it because you're no longer raging. You are still alive, though.
Yeah,
Just about. The one with the crossbow has seen this small halfling skitter along. He turns the crossbow. He's like, what the? Bang! Again, I don't know why it's a gun. He does hit her, and she takes a substantial amount of damage. You could bang this crossbow bolt into her shot again with the bang. She's like, really? She's just annoyed by it.
Okay.
We come round to Gideon. You pull yourself up for half your movement.
Hello. Okay. Right, I didn't say hello.
Hello, I'm back.
I can rage again, can't I?
You can.
Yes. As I'm getting myself up, I have a quick swing of one of my magic flowers.
Yes, that's a bonus action.
I will throw it to one side, and with both hands, I will finish this chap off because I've had enough of this nonsense.
I understand.
Well, I rolled a 1 and a 2.
Oh dear! Oh, you don't finish him off at all.
Feeling a bit dizzy.
Okay.
Head rush.
Not so good. Gregor.
Crossbow man!
Okay.
Oh, no!
That's why we've got a dice tray.
I can't reach your hand.
That count as a roll? Hey!
It's a 22.
That is a hit.
Right. 3 damage.
3 damage.
Yes.
It's a good thing he only had 2 hit points left.
Hey!
thank goodness.
Please describe what happens to him.
Because there's not like so much energy that's come out, but I'm just kind of sick. I was constantly firing at him, and I imagine this sort of like plinking off the walls around him, just scraping him. Finally, just catch him right in the eye and just pop out half his skull. Ooh. Just like, oh. Well, that's a job done, I suppose. And he's now safe.
Excellent.
We're going to retroactively go back because I forgot your turn in the initiative order after Kelly has tossed the orb up and down. So you would be able to attack before the thug that is fighting Gideon.
Kelly's still holding the orb.
Currently, yeah, you've literally just seen her move out. This is before she's been hit by a crossbow. We're going back in time ever so slightly because I'm an idiot.
Can I non-lethally throw a dagger at the...
Cannot non-lethally missile attack.
Can you steal it back?
I'm going to throw a dagger.
Oh!
A hand.
Oh! Woo! It's getting spicy in this house.
You need to roll quite high because she is quite small and her hand is therefore small.
I've got 2 chances. I've got my second chance.
Oh no!
That would be a 24.
Oh!
What was the roll?
19.
That's a good roll.
You do hit her in the hand. She does not drop it. Again, she's just like,
I still get to damage her though, right?
Yeah, you still
Good.
damage her, yeah.
2.
yeah. The dagger goes in. She's sort of doing that, and as she's doing it, you're almost aiming for the orb or the palm of the hand. She throws it up, and it just catches her there, and she manages to catch it. She's like, oh, why would you do that? And then bang goes, again with the bang, goes the crossbow bolt from, and now we're back up to normal time. So we come to Dorian.
Okay, so this one's just...
Oh yes, he's dead.
Oh, so he's just
still
been
he's still
missed.
alive. Yeah.
Right, the whip is, it seems like the cacophony is rising in the walls here as the whip continues to crash and slash across the walls, and the rapier whips out again, attempting to skewer him through the neck. And then the whip lashes him apart. No!
Okay.
For Kelly.
I should have got. Well, I would if he wasn't there. This irritating guy wasn't there.
So Kelly, she's just been hit with the crossbow bolt. She's seen the guy drop from a bullet shot from you. She catches the orb again. Sorry, loves. Boss wants it. Boss gets it. It's been a real pleasure working with you. If you get out of here and we find each other, I'd love to work with you again. She clicks her fingers and turns into a small bird, like a sparrow, and flies past you all.
Attack of opportunity.
I'm going to catch it. My
Attack of
cat can
opportunity.
catch.
Attack of opportunity
Attack of
due
opportunity.
to her flyby
My
ability.
cat will try and eat the bird.
Your cat is out there, this is true. She ends up basically towards the end of the hallway.
So she's not out yet.
She's not out yet. As she's going though, the orb, she caught it that one last time and it went boom. And you can feel the air, almost like with electricity, as magic flows through the room. The thug swings out at you, Gideon.
He doesn't like Gideon very much.
Misses you both times. Acacia,
Can I throw a dagger at the bird?
Yes.
you can try.
12?
How many daggers do you have left?
3.
Bear in mind, you've been throwing a lot of daggers.
I've only thrown 2 so far. Did I? Hang on, I've lost count. No, I've thrown 4. That
So
was
this will be
my
your last
last dagger.
Would you throw it?
No.
Knowing it's your last dagger.
No,
Okay.
I wouldn't have
I
done.
understand.
Can I dash and then attack?
You can bonus action and attack. Bear in mind that the bird is swooping. I mean, it's not.
I just want to kill
it's in a
Kelly.
hallway. We are in a hallway, but the bird is about to swoop through. So you could dash
Jace.
and attack, make a normal attack. Okay.
That'll be a 14.
A 14. You do hit.
Oh, hello.
3.
Total.
6.
You, as you run after Kelly, you slash through the air, and the bird tumbles out, turning back into Kelly, into the cave system. As she does so, you three hear a groaning and a horrible guttural sound as the corpses of the slain begin to rise.
No.
If you get up, crossbow
you.
man, I'll kill you again!
But we'll have to deal with that in the next episode. Oh, well, you were right not to trust Kelly, although she offered you help many, many times. But this orb seems to have the power to raise the dead.
She saved my bacon.
Hey! So, thank you very much for joining us. We will see you in the next episode, quite possibly the penultimate one. Penultimate? Yes! I'm going to say that now. The penultimate one of this prologue of Season 3 of A Cast of Players. But until that time comes, we will see you